Command Center access granted. Welcome to the Command Center, Captain. Engaging forward control panel.
Well, thank you, and welcome aboard to everybody as we have an early cruise tonight. Behind the scenes of some game development, we are meeting a little bit early today because we have a special guest joining us from Spain, and it's a little late there. So, in order to try to make it a little bit more accommodating, we've tried to bump this up ahead of time. So, if you know somebody who would like to be here and get to know our special guest, 3D artist, please spread the word, start talking to people, and let them know that we are live and get them here because, hey, we don't want folks to miss out. So, with that said, and without further ado, allow me to introduce our guest. Let's see here. I will put up on screen a video feed. We're going to connect all the way from Spain to Gabri. Is that that's how you prefer to go by? Is that correct?
Yes, Gabri is okay for me. Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
Gabri, Gabriel.
There we go. Let me try this again. Boom. All right. There we are. We got you. All right. And so
Yes.
welcome aboard our ship. We are going to
Thank you, thank you.
get to talk.
So much,
Go
so
ahead.
much commodities for her
Yeah.
in this spaceship.
Yeah, well, we try to make it
An
fun.
officer has arrived in Command Center.
All right.
All right, welcome aboard to Royal Pain. Welcome in, sir. Glad to have you. And
Thank you.
anyone else who is here along for the ride? It looks like we do have a few folks along. Whether you're joining us on Twitch or on YouTube, we appreciate you taking a moment out of your day to stop by and join us. We're going to talk to Gabri here, who has got some incredible 3D art and is putting together some nice little new products, and we want to showcase what he has been working on.
An officer has arrived in Command Center.
Welcome in, Abomination. Welcome. And so what we'll do, let me pull forward here to a bigger view screen, and we'll kind of showcase. But as I'm doing that, why don't you take a moment, just introduce yourself, what it is you do.
Yeah. Well, I'm Gabriel, as you just said before. I'm a 3D artist focused on character design. I've been working in the game industry like 5 years. The past 5 years, I've been teaching some 3D art here in Spain. I teach a master's degree here, just in Madrid, in the capital of Spain, and I enjoy a lot the character design in 3D. For me, it's like the best thing that I could ever learn and to work for. It's just a pleasure.
Fantastic. Awesome. As we talk to Gabri throughout the show, if anybody has questions, comments, please don't hesitate to drop those into chat. Again, whether it's Twitch or YouTube, we can get those and direct them to our guest, or just try to drop in all of that as they come along. So, yeah, please participate and join in our time here. Also, on the About page is a link to his ArtStation page, which I will share on screen right now.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, it's being really slow here. All right. It's being finicky. Darn. Okay, here we go. There. So, yeah, got a little bit of his ArtStation page. Got it right here below me, and then we'll share this more in detail as we progress. But some incredible looking stuff. We're going to talk in particular about his latest big project. Do you want to do? I don't know. I don't want to steal your thunder. Do you want to introduce your your big one?
Yeah, I worked the past month in a figure, which is the piece that appears in the ArtStation page, and it's the Donkey Kong Bonanza figure. For me, it's like a really nice piece, and it took me just like a few weeks. I'm working on for a company right now, so I just have a little bit of time to work on my stuff, and this piece for me was like really enjoyable to make, and I did everything just from the piece, the zebra scoot, to the texturing, and then just the work after in rendering in Blender, which is a great software to render stuff like this. And yeah, I just really love the making of it because of the dynamics of the posing, just the details, as you can see, the hair, the fur. It's just took me some time to polish, but yeah, I think it's a really nice piece, and it has a really nice result. Yeah,
So, in addition to design, like modeling, and then doing the texturing and art, all that, these are actually you're working on actually printing and selling these as collectibles. Is that correct?
yeah. I'm working right now to create a Patreons. I'm just working on the design and for just the fine details to put it out. And with these kind of pieces, I usually sell the STLs only, just for people that want to print it in at home and just download the STL and just print it by pieces. And any other projects that we will see later, if you want, in my ArtStation. Uh, Not only just ID IPs, figures like Donkey Kong, also my own creations and my own designs, just to sell the figure, just the printed figure with painted and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So, folks, you can get one of these right on your own desk, right? Or on that
That
shelf
would be nice,
behind
right?
you, right? Or the shelf behind you. Like speaking of behind you, you got a lot of cool stuff back there. I see you got a
Yeah,
guitar back there, and
that's just right there.
yeah, yeah. Are
I
you
have yeah,
are you a musician on top of your artwork?
yeah. I do like a lot. I play music. I have a band here in Galicia, where I live. I play stoner rock. Do you know the type of music?
I don't. I mean,
You
maybe. I
don't.
guess. I guess. I
It's like
mean, I know of, but I'm not. I'm not like
a fan
very.
of.
I'm not very knowledgeable of.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like some kind of rock and progressive rock. And well, I play the guitar. I do also like to play drums, but I'm not that fine at it. So
Ah, very
I
cool.
do
Very
it
cool.
when I can because I really like it, but I can't just get the beat. It's hard for me to learn drums, but I like it.
Very cool.
And
Very
yes,
cool.
also I have there right there, just by the side of the guitar, I have one of my figures, the Daredevil one. It's also in the ArtStation page, but it's there. It's white because I didn't paint it yet. But It's like
Very cool.
that.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Abomination said that's cool. Who doesn't love a little rock music, right?
Yeah, right.
There you go. Very cool. All right. So, um, I know this is kind of the big newest project. So I do want to talk a little bit about this, and then we can shift gears and talk
Okay.
about some of your other work as well. But how long did it take you to create this piece?
Well, it was for me. It's hard to just tell you. Just I I do work, as I told you before. I work for a company, so my time
Yeah.
to do my own stuff is just a bit in the day. So it took me like 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks. But working every day after work, just
Yeah.
taking the time, maybe like 2 or 3 hours a day, and in the weekends I just put it in all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it was like 2.5 weeks, yeah, to do it, uh, to do the piece entirely. And then it took me like 3 or 4 days to render everything, because i just wanted I just wanted it to look really nice, because it has a lot of details. So to render in Blender with the textures and everything, you need to really set up things and make it cool like it is, and then just spend 2 entire days just rendering, because my PC couldn't afford
Yeah.
it
No, no, I
to do it.
understand. So you mentioned Blender, and then Royal
Yeah.
Pain. Royal Pain said he may have missed it. What are you using for your designs? So what other software do you use in addition to Blender? Do you
Mm,
Substance Painter,
in,
or what
yeah.
tools do you like?
For my company, I do use mostly Blender and Substance Painter, because I just create assets for video games and stuff, and just the modeling, the UVs, the texturing is made in Substance, so everything else is just made in Blender. But for my own stuff, like this figure, I love Zebras. Do you know Zebras? It's
Ah,
like a software for sculpture only, for digital sculpture, and
nice.
I really love the software. I would love to just work on Zebras every day, just every day, every hour, because it has like the flexibility to model, and for doing doing modeling and sculpture and details and fine details, and you can do everything in that software. Blender is, you can do everything in Blender also, but you have like mostly, well, you can sculpt in Blender, but mostly it's just for animation and textures and rendering and all that stuff. If you want to sculpt, you need to do it in ZBrush right now. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. So you've mentioned your day job a few times. You
Yeah.
do game assets during the
Yeah.
day for a studio, correct?
Yeah.
Very
Correct.
cool. So, I mean, it's good that you're getting to do what you love doing as your day job, because I know a lot of folks have to do that whole night and weekend thing, and that's it. But
Yeah.
you just switch between the assignments you're given and the personal projects. So, what's that like
Yes.
for you?
Well, you know, creating stuff for video games is just hard, and you need to work a lot of hours and to put a lot of work. You have a team, so you need to coordinate and create, just working with other people. And for me, it's fine, but I really like to just put the music on and just work on my stuff, and just uh, fly free, you know, like I really like the things that I do in my company, but it's not the same paced. You know,
Sure,
it's
sure,
like
sure.
just fast, delivered, just and for me, if you wanna work in something artistically like we do, uh, you also like to have your time and just learn and just express yourself in with all the time that you have.
Yeah, yeah. So, Ropain had another good question for you. Do you only work on the art, or do you also get to do some of the animation?
I do not work as an animator because in my company you just make the assets and you just deliver to the animator, but you need to coordinate with the animator because uh, teams are just synergized. So you need to cut UVs and deliver it with retopologize normally, and that's what where the animators just say it's okay, it's not, we can animate this. But if you want to work as a 3D artist just exclusively, you just need to do stuff like assets or characters, and you have enough because it's just the design, retopology, fine details, texture, UV mappings. It's a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Also, animation. It's just too much. Yeah.
So when you're modeling, do you have to think in terms of like a rig, um, so that the
Yes.
animator can actually work with it?
Yes. Not just about rig. You just need to focus on what the animator needs.
Hmm.
If it's any specific animation or any specific character that moves in certain ways, you just need to talk with the animator and coordinate with him and just create just for that certain aspect. It
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, very
Mhm.
cool. So,
Yeah.
oh, I had another question on the tip of my tongue and it already escaped me. But our so
It's a
is
lot of work for a 3D artist to just also work in animation because
yeah,
animation it's just another world. It's just a lot of time spent in just learn the moves, and you can just imagine just one day of work. It's like equally to 1 second of animation. So if you want to animate, you need to focus on animation only because
it is a lot
for
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah. So do you stick with just characters, or do you also sometimes do props or other assets? Uh,
It depends. It depends on the project. I worked a few months ago with a company called Secret Six in here in Spain, and I just created a character. But most of the time, I just make assets. Yeah,
Very cool. Very cool.
it depends on the
Um,
project.
yeah. No, understand. So, are you hoping to do your own dev project, or is that a little far reached for you? Like, solo dev type stuff, or do you kind of like just sticking with just the art?
By def, do you mean just the project or the develop of the
Yeah, developing a game as opposed to,
ah?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I have some friends that they use a lot of Unity. I think
yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
use Unity also,
Yes.
and I did some few game jams and two
Okay.
games that yeah
Nice.
that we did for a game jam that it's created here in Spain. It's like a race.
Yeah.
Some people will just come, form a team, and just make games, and the best one just gets the prize.
Yes.
And yeah, we did two games,
Nice.
but it was like 2 days, like a weekend,
Yeah.
and you
Hmm.
need to develop the game just in a few days, and that's the part you can
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's it's pretty common. It's a lot of fun. It can be. It could be
Yeah.
it can be bad or it can be fun. I guess it all depends on
Yeah.
but
But yeah, I would love
that's
to
good.
make my own studio in a future. Just my own projects with my team and the people
Nice.
that I know that I like to work with. I would love to in the future just make my own things. Yeah, I have
Very
a
cool.
few
Very
people
cool.
here in Spain that will love to work with.
Yeah, cool. We can pop up here on the screen some of the characters that you have showcased on your art station. Um,
Mhm.
in addition to, of course, we got the Donkey Kong figure there at the top that we talked about, and then you got a whole bunch of other characters that you've developed. Now, are these mostly for your company, or is this a mix of company and individual, or are these all your own individual stuff?
They are all my individual stuff.
Yeah,
All of them are just made by in my free time and spare time.
very nice.
So yeah, the projects that I work on mostly you can really share because of
Yeah,
just the contract, you know,
understand.
the
Yep,
contract of the companies. And
yep.
so mostly of my works are mine, just my own creations. Yeah.
Very
If you
cool.
see there, the second project that it appears, the Daredevil and Punisher one,
Yep.
that's the figure that I have there. This, it was a cool project because the new series, you know, the Born Again Daredevil series that came out just like a month ago or 2 months ago. I really wanted to portray the two characters before the actual series coming up, and
Gotcha.
I did it. I just had like a month to make them, and just work really fast and hard to deliver the two of them.
Very
And
nice.
at the end, right now I'm printing it. I sorry, it's too late for me,
No, you're
but
good.
I'm trying to print both of them. I got the Daredevil one cut and printed, and Punisher is just about to be up in a few days. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, great
I
stuff.
also sell them as STLs in the patrons when I put it up.
Very cool. So definitely, yeah, post when you get that all set up, make sure to post that in our Discord. You can we'll
Discord.
get you set
Okay.
up there as a spotlight guest, and then you can post in that golden spotlight channel. You can update folks on how they can get a hold of your figures. Very cool
Nice.
stuff. Yeah, awesome. All right.
Did you know
Was
about Marvel things, just Punisher and Daredevils? Do you like Marvel stuff or
I personally, I'm not a big Marvel fan, but I'm like the only
okay?
one. Everybody else I know is. Everybody I know is a huge Marvel fan. So
And
I'm,
in the chat, any Marvel fan there?
oh yeah. Go ahead, speak
Just
out,
accompany
guys.
me.
There's a lot of them out there. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
huge.
there is.
I'm in the minority. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. But very cool, very cool. All right. So speaking,
That character, the last character before that,
the one before, uh huh.
yeah, that character is made for video game. If you come down,
Yep.
just the web. You can see the wireframe and how it's
Yes,
done.
indeed.
It's just
Nice.
full setup for video games. It's just like a character to put it in Unity or Unreal or animation. You can watch it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Made in ZBrush, detailed in there, texture in Substance. Just had to do the retopology and UV mapping, which is a pain. It's a pain, but
Yeah,
if you wanted to just take this character and put it in Unity or any engine, you need to do the retopology. It's a pain, but it's needed.
yep, yep. Oh, I can't get too close. Not good. There we go. But yeah, no, awesome work. Good detail and color and
Thank you.
everything. Yeah, yeah, very good. Um, did you have any other specific pieces on here that you'd like to kind of showcase or talk about individually?
Yeah, I do like a lot. One of the figures. People also just reach me in Instagram for this piece. This one I really love how it ended up. It's also a game character for video games. It has retopology and texture. This character was made for my master's degree. It was a master's degree in character design for AAA games, video games, and it was my final project.
Very cool. For anybody who
Yeah,
didn't catch that, a master's degree
yeah,
in character art for video games. That's awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
It was hard because I just had to study the master's degree while I was working, and it was a mess because I literally worked 14 hours a day, just working in the studio and also just working after and going to the class and just making everything just to be okay and to pass. And
Very
it was
nice.
really hard. It was like 6 months of masters and really hard to do. And this piece, a lot of people reach me in Instagram because they really like it. It's a Baldur's Gate fan art. It's a video game, Baldur's Gate from D&D, right?
Very
Yeah,
popular. Very popular.
yeah. And I did it just uh, with nothing in mind, really. I just wanted to make a character, a new character, just thinking about just the play roles, just thinking about making a choice in the game. You can throw the dices and just choose if you complete the task or to make any move in the game. You need to throw dices, and it depends on the punctuation. You can just do the stuff that you want to do, and I really like it because it shows the processing of the character after throwing the dices and just thinking about what should I do now. It's like questioning himself to death.
Yeah, very nice detail and texture. I love it. Very
The
nice.
texture it was made in Blender. This is a figure. It's not
Nice.
made for video game, so it's just
Gotcha.
printable.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can
very
just
cool.
take the piece, just uh, import it to Blender, and just create every texture there. You can just take every asset, create metals, create procedural metals and clothes, and yeah, it's all the textures are made in Blender.
Very
For
cool.
anyone that wants to just deliver a nice texturing or paint figure, you can just do it in Blender.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Blender is amazing, especially for a free product, you know?
Yeah, it has the love from the creators and the community. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
really nice software.
for sure.
Hmm.
Indeed. Well, very cool. So this is another figure that you can print.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, and
That's
it could
super
be in
cool.
the patrons also. So if
Nice.
anybody wants it, they will get it.
There you go, guys. You can pick this up for yourself. That's right. I love it. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to flip through and see all of this themselves, we're just looking at his art station. So the link is on our About page right here on the Twitch channel. You can just go to About and then look for the links panel. And right there at the top of the links panel is the link to this so that you can browse this work at your own pace and check out all of this that he has on here to offer. This, if I read correctly, this is a chess set. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, very
yeah.
cool.
That was a commission for a company here in Spain. They wanted
Nice.
to portray some of the culture in Spain in a chest. And
Nice.
I just had to create every piece just um, made for printing also. And you need to take the scale and this was made just for competition chess. It has just the scale of every piece, and it was hard
Nice.
to do because you need to create something uniform. You just can't just create pieces. You need to create it
Yeah.
uniform because
Yeah.
it will be printed as it is.
What about
And yeah,
weight? Like when you're talking about chess pieces, since they're being handled constantly, players like certain weights. Did you have to put that into your consideration when you were designing this?
you need to give it a little base because you need to put it in and move it, and then so all the base needs to be strong for the movements of the player. And yeah, I really did it thinking about that, but I didn't print it, so I just give them the STLs, and they
Okay.
just
Yeah.
had to decide with materials they wanted to do it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Very nice. It's awesome work. I like it. Very cool.
It's based in a culture here in Spain that it's Celtic and Roman, and it has the both cultures in the design. It's really nice.
This looks like the guy from Warcraft. No?
It's a sneak orcs from the
Sneak.
Warhammer world.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it. Got it.
you can confuse them because Warcraft and
Well, I mean,
Warhammer have their own world, you know.
I guess one orc looks like another orc, right? I guess
Right, right.
very cool though. Very nice.
You can get influenced by Warhammer
Right.
or
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
and
All
that's
right.
Ryu for Street Fighter, the epic Ryu from the games.
From
I
the
this
new
was
from the new Street Fighter, or is this an
the
adaptation?
adaptation of
Yeah,
the Street
gotcha.
Fighter 5. Yeah,
Gotcha. Nice.
this project was one of the first that I did for when I started sculpting in ZBrush, and it was really hard. I just it took me like 3 months to make this figure because I was studying anatomy, so I just spent a lot of time coming and going and just polishing everything. It was a
Sure.
really hard job because I just had like I don't really have like an artistic background more than this,
So what
because
what
I
is your
just
back what is your background? Like when you were growing up, did you want to be an artist or did that only kick in when you went to school? Like what got you started?
well, it's a long story, but I can make it long story short. But but when I was a little kid, I just was really active and a mess as a kid, just a pain for my parents. And I usually, as a kid, I just go to school and come home. My parents always asked me, "Do you have any homework to do or any classwork to do?" And I was always, "Nah, I don't have it. I just made it in class. I don't have anything." It was really a lie. I never wanted to do it. And my grandparents just always came to me. He knew the truth. He knew that I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do in class. So he came to me every time and just to make me stick in one place and do something. He always came to me and said, just try to draw this or try to draw that. Like it, he came and comes. Sorry, he came a lot of times with photos of the family, and he also he wanted me to draw, just since I was a little kid. And growing up, when I started caring about university and stuff, I just wanted to make something like philosophy, and just for the knowing and the to be wise and and knowledgeable. And I studied philosophy in the university. And after that, here in Spain, I don't know if how it's there in the USA, but philosophy here has no future. You just can you just can be a teacher, and that's all. Just teach philosophy and nothing more. And when I finished the university, I was in my home with no job, nothing to do, just really thinking about the future and what did I want to do with my life, and just came back with to that moment when my grandparents just said to me, just draw this, draw that, and I thought I would love to create something artistically, and just came again. Just started looking for things. I didn't know if I wanted to illustrate or create something in 2D or 3D or whatever. And one day, just I was just scrolling in YouTube and saw a video of a guy just creating Venom from the Marvel universe
Yep.
in ZBrush, and just it was like 3 hours of streaming him doing Venom, and I just eat it all. Just the 3 hours, just looking at the way he was working, and thought to myself, I wanted to do that. I really wanted to do that, and start
Very cool.
just learning by myself ZBrush, and just trying things and creating some shitty projects. Sorry
Very
for that, but
nice.
because I didn't have anything to any knowledge or any knowledge of anatomy, or and it was a mess. Just I didn't know how to work and deliver. But after a few months, I just uh, said to myself, I need to study this. If I wanted to do something with this type of art, I just wanted to study, and I just started a career here in Spain, a career of a degree, sorry, that was focused on 3D and assets and environments and Unity and stuff. And just started studying, working, just creating my own things, and then that's where I started to create this piece that you have there.
Very
And
cool.
it took me to there to start creating something good and just start working because after I just studied this degree, I started teaching here in Spain, in Madrid,
Wow, very cool.
3D and ZBrush and
Nice.
Blender also. I teach companies people. I'm a tutor for people that want to learn for video games also.
That's great. So you've come full
Um,
circle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a long way to know what I wanted, but it was worth it.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I gotta change it off of the Street Fighter stuff here though, because this is just bringing back memories. 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I went and I played Street Fighter for a while, and I hurt my hand because I wasn't used to playing with the joysticks.
Yeah, with the joystick.
It took me like 5 days to recover from playing Street
you
Fighter
were
so much.
you were playing Street Fighter with all your heart.
The old, yeah, the old classic. It was Street Fighter Two.
Yeah.
A stand-up arcade
Okay.
version. Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
was it was a lot of fun. But
I played a
very
lot
cool.
of a lot of Street Fighter in my old days. When I was in school, we had like arcade, just like a bar with arcades,
Yeah,
and we just leave school to play there and just play Street Fighter and a King of Fighters. And I'm really a fan of Street Fighter. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a good game for sure. All right, so hey, I do want to just take a moment and welcome people in. I know we've had a lot of folks coming in and heading out, passing through. For those of you who are hanging out, we are talking with 3D artist Gabri, who is from Spain, and so he's made. Nice accommodation in his schedule, considering it's like 3 in the morning there. So thank you for joining us. And if anybody has any questions for him, please feel free to drop those in the chat. And be sure to check out the link on the About page for this ArtStation page. And soon to come, hopefully, he'll be able to share on our Discord when he gets a link set up for you guys to be able to purchase some of these cool figures, like this new Donkey Kong one. Very cool looking piece of art, and a whole bunch of other stuff along these lines. So if you like these kind of character pieces, he is building these to where you can actually order them for yourselves, right?
Yeah. You could do
And
it.
also want to thank you, Gabri, for the follow. And
Yeah.
as the follower on the channel, you are actually our 100th follower. So literally number 100 on our
Right.
channel. So nice
100.
timing. Nice timing.
Nice time, right?
So
This was meant to be.
but we appreciate all of you, each and every one of you who are followers and subscribers here on the channel. We appreciate you being here and the support you show for the channel. Thank you, thank you very much, Abomination. Appreciate that. Did it work? I don't know if it worked. I feel like not everything has been flowing perfectly today. Um, there's a couple other features that I haven't seen trigger either. and I'm not sure what the deal is. Let's see. Whoops, that is not what I meant to put up there on that screen. But anyhow, I did want to take a moment to acknowledge that 100 followers. So thank you to each and every one of you, and thank you, Gabri, for making that happen. Very cool. All right. Yeah. So see, we can move around our ship here. That's what I was gonna do is pull back here, and then we can always switch um, this screen over here to still show your work. And I don't know. Let's put these guys chat up on the screen in front of us there, and we can do all kinds of stuff and have fun. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, comments, please drop them in chat. Also on the YouTube side, if you got anything for us, appreciate you tuning in and jumping in over there as well. All right, let's see. What have we? I feel we did get a good chance to go through this. You know what we didn't get a chance to talk about yet, though, that I really wanted to. I think it's so
Tell
cool.
me.
Is this Matrix scene that you built?
Right.
That looks really sharp. I love it. Let's pull that. I'm gonna pull that up here real quick. Let me see if we go here.
Please.
And then let me switch. Let's go back to our full screen view because I think we're going to want to see this up nice and close. So I'm going to change back up to our close-up view here. Oops, we got to turn off that chat overlay. Got to fix that. Okay, let's check out this. Like this chair by itself, the detail on this chair, these arms it's so cool. Very, very slick indeed. But you've actually got, in addition to the
The
detail on this
full scene.
chair,
Yeah.
you got the full scene. Yeah, the full room here. It's a little dark on this screen. Be sure to check out the link yourself, guys. Pull up the About page, grab the link, and you can see this for yourselves. The ArtStation page there. But super cool. Like here where you can see all the detail of this
This
chair.
was
So,
a
yeah, tell
project.
us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it was a bit hard because I just started creating the sketch from Blender, and then I just exported it to ZBrush and made all the details that you can see in the chair, the fine details and stuff. And then you need to export again to Blender and create the red topology, and just after that you need to export it to Substance, create the textures, import it again in Blender. It's just a really long way to just create this, but I really like the ambient of the scene, just the lighting and the textures. They are set up really well in the scene. And for everything, everyone that wants to know if it's made in the lining in Blender, it's just all made in Blender. Okay, just all the lining and all the ambient is just made in Blender. And yeah, I since I started to learn about 3D, I just wanted to make this scene because I really love the Matrix film, the first one mostly, but yeah, this scene for me like has a touch. Just the time when Morfeo just tells Neo that he has to choose one of the pills, the red
Yeah,
pill and or the
yeah,
blue pill, and just I just have this scene where the Smiths just start killing the people that the rebels, and it has like exclusive ambient, and I really like that. I wanted
yeah,
to portray that. Yeah.
yeah. It's very cool. Just in case, for anybody who didn't know that I'm also a Matrix fan, I'm just gonna minimize this screen so you can see my desktop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my desktop. So yeah, also a fan.
Do you like all the films of Matrix or
Did I
of
like what?
Matrix?
All
All the films or
Oh, all the films.
the first
I did.
one?
I liked them all. I mean, the first one was revolutionary. It was epic.
Yeah,
I liked them all, but the first one definitely the best.
yeah. The first one was
I'm
amazing. Yeah.
I come from a film video production background, and so my
Okay.
appreciation for what they did with that movie on a production level is
Hmm.
just I really I was blown away by some of the stuff that they did and they created. I mean,
Yeah.
some of those effects that they created changed the way some movies were made. They added new technology into the industry, and I think that it was just so cool. So
Yeah. It was. It was.
yeah.
Yeah. And Keanu Reeves is just the best actor in the world.
All
Like,
right. Very cool. Yeah, I definitely wanted to ask about that and throw that out there. So, is there anything else that we've missed that you wanted to talk about in terms of your projects? Should we put the Donkey Kong one back up, or did we miss something that you wanted to kind of highlight?
mm, I just I think it's all really because all the pieces that are made for video games are just the ones that you showed before, and there is another one if you click in the portfolio, the demon, the red demon, which is made for video games also,
This one here,
and yeah,
the game character dragon.
yeah, yeah, exactly
Mm-hmm.
that one. And this was also a piece just that you can import in Unity or Real. It has its own retopology and textures. I really like the stylized uh, mm, textures and the stylized art. I want to focus more on on this type of art because I really like to portray this type of characters in for video games or just for pieces.
Yeah.
Even though the figures that I print are just like this exclusive style. It's like a mix of stylized and realness, just like the Daredevil one and the Punisher one. They're just like a mix of this type of styles. And this the weapons or the character itself has its own retopology and UV mappings and textures, just to import in Unity or Unreal, and you can just animate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. So, one more question that always gets asked. Every guest has to answer this one. Well, you don't have to,
Come on,
but
just
all right.
hit me.
So, what do you like to play? What's your favorite game to kick back
Games.
and play? Yeah.
Well, I'm a Nintendo 64 fan, and I really like the GoldenEye. You know the
Oh
GoldenEye
yeah,
game
I
from the
played a
SS?
lot of that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just love that game, and I had the Nintendo 64 when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
I was playing every day with my friends, and that game for me was like a wake up for video games. And lately I've been playing Kingdom Come. I don't know if you,
I've heard of it.
yeah,
I
Kingdom
haven't
Come
played it.
Deliverance,
Yeah.
one of the best games that I could play ever. Just musically, just the narrative, the characters, just the gameplay is just amazing.
Yeah, I
You
it
can,
it won an award recently, didn't it? I'm
yeah,
trying to yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it won. Yeah, it won. I think it won. I'm not sure if it's one of the best games of the year. Maybe I'm not sure. But
I'll
yeah,
be honest, I don't remember the details. I just remember the name coming up.
same,
Yeah,
same.
yeah, but very
But yeah,
cool.
it was one of the best games that I play lately.
Very
Honestly,
cool, very cool. I can definitely relate to the GoldenEye one. That's one of the first ones that the
yeah.
guests have brought up that I'm like, I played that too. We used to have a group. I don't know how much of it I would have played by myself, but we had a group that would come over, and it was a great. It was one of those great couch co-op type games, where
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
you going after your buddies, and like that was always so much
yes.
fun. That was good. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you had like all these weapons like rocket launcher and the golden pistol that can kill you in one shot, and
Right.
it was a game just made for to play with friends,
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
came home and come
Yeah.
home and play with your friends. Yeah.
For
And what
sure.
do you like to play? Just tell me
What do I like to
if you
play?
want to. Yeah.
Uh my favorite genre is like the 4X games, like Civilization. So
Right.
I'm a big kind of like explore and build type games.
Yeah.
I'm not too much into the first person shooters these days, that kind of thing. So,
Hmm.
yeah, lately, I haven't played a lot lately because try to spend most of my time working on building games.
Working.
But when
Yeah.
I do play, I'll play like Civilization or Anno 1800 is another one I've played
Hmm.
lately.
So
So,
do you really like the strategy games
yeah,
and
yeah.
RTS? Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yep, strategy's fun, and I like tabletop games too. Good stuff. I could
Like
see.
Warhammer, for example.
Yeah, I never got into Warhammer, but yes, I do. I can appreciate that game, and I could see with the work that you're doing here with these figures. Like, I know this one was a game character, but I know a lot of
Yeah.
this work that you have. I could definitely see you being commissioned one of these days to build like the figures for a board game,
Yeah.
a really cool board game, and you get to design the set. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I have a project with a friend of mine. He has an idea to create a tabletop with our own inspirations, and maybe one day I will share it with you guys in Discord,
Yeah,
and
that would be
maybe you
great.
could get to play it.
There you go. There you go. I
Just
like
maybe.
it for sure. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do want to thank you so much for taking the time. I know that it's super late out there, and you
Yeah.
probably want to get some sleep before it's too late. At least you don't have work in the morning, I hope. I
No, I
okay,
don't.
good.
Just
That's good.
Sunday, yeah, I
Very
just
good.
get to sleep and I
Very good.
probably sleep all day long.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your work with us. And I want to thank everybody who's tuned in to check out the work. I appreciate your time as well. I just, definitely we love to grow the community and to support other contributors to building games and to building, cool things like this. This is really neat. Definitely fits right in, and it's very neat to see. So check out the link again for the ArtStation page. And also join our Discord if you're not in our Discord so that you can get any further updates not only on Gabri's work, but also our previous guests. You'll be able to follow up and get updates and announcements from what we're doing and from what they're doing, and really be able to kind of support and grow this community, which is what we're all about. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
I wanted to thank you
Yeah.
for reaching, and bueno, I wanted to thank you guys for having me here. And it's a bit late, yeah, but it was quite fun. And thanks for reaching out
Good, good,
and
good.
share this
Yeah,
space, your space with artists and other developers. Yeah, it's quite a nice project. Hmm.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, we definitely appreciate having you and you taking the time out. And since we do like to support other developers, I do like to try to send everybody in a raid into another channel instead of just turning things off and having everybody sit there in a blank space. At least that way, some other game developer, indie streamer gets some views at the very least. But we can kind of share. Thank you. Kimmy Kish says, had a great time listening tonight. Thank you, Abomination, for all of your comments and questions. Royal Pain as well. For all those who just kind of lurked and hung out and listened in, appreciate having you for sure. Definitely. All right, let's see. Who can we send this off to? You know what? We'll just keep it simple. Let's send it to Jitspo, somebody we've known and collaborated with before. And again, thank you so much to our
Thank you.
guest. Thank you for being here, and
Thank you guys,
hope we'll
and
stay in
keep it later.
touch. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
will do. Absolutely.
All
Good
right.
night
Good
for
night,
me,
everybody.
and good day for you guys.
Yeah.
See ya.